Dauntless is a free-to-play action role-playing video game developed by Phoenix Labs and distributed by Epic Games. The game initially launched in beta in May 2018 for Microsoft Windows. An early access version launched on May 21, 2019 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, including full support for cross-platform play, and was fully released for those platforms on September 26, 2019. A Nintendo Switch version was released on December 10, 2019. Diablo Immortal is an upcoming action role-playing hack-and-slash video game in the Diablo series designed for online multiplayer play on mobile devices. Developed by Blizzard and NetEase, the game was announced in late 2018 and is planned for release on Android and iOS with no set release date. EVE Echoes is a next-gen mobile spaceship MMO game based upon Hallmark EVE Online design principles. In EVE Echoes, players will be able to forge their own path to glory within a massive space sandbox environment, forming alliances with other pilots from across the galaxy to shape the game's persistent universe. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is an action role-playing game developed by the Game Designers Studio and published for the GameCube by Nintendo in 2003 in Japan, and 2004 in North America, Europe, and Australia. A remastered version for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Android, and iOS will be released in August 2020. A spin-off of the Final Fantasy series, Crystal Chronicles was the first title released for a Nintendo console since Final Fantasy V in 1994. Forza Street is a free-to-play racing game developed by Electric Square that was initially released for Windows 10 as Miami Street on May 8, 2018. The game was rebranded as a Forza title on April 15, 2019, and was also released for iOS and Android on May 5, 2020. A Nintendo Switch version of the game has also been rumored to be in development. Forza Street uses the Unreal Engine 4 game engine, unlike the series' in-house engine, Forza Tech. Unlike the main Motorsport and Horizon titles, Street features short, quick street races, and is meant to be played on low-end devices. Gameplay involves players controlling only the acceleration and braking by pressing and releasing a button or a touch screen. Steering is handled automatically. Players can also use nitrous to give their cars a speed boost. Game of Thrones Beyond the Wall puts players in control of a mix of new characters, mostly members of the Night's Watch, defending the south from the creatures and wildlings to the north. You also get to control familiar heroes found in the Game of Thrones TV show and A Song of Ice and Fire. Z1 Battle Royale, formerly H1Z1 and King of the Kill, is a free-to-play battle royale game developed and published by Daybreak Game Company. The game's development began after the original H1Z1 was spun off into two separate projects in early 2016, H1Z1, Just Survive and H1Z1, King of the Kill. The games were further split as separate projects in October 2017, with Just Survive dropping the H1Z1 name, and King of the Kill becoming simply H1Z1. Impossible Bottles is a rhythm game where a scientist provides an eco-friendly way to deal with the global energy crisis. The aim is to provide electricity through robots by syncing their feed to the beat. Each robot represents a decade of music starting from 1960 to 2050, which is the period in which the game is set. You will be controlling the robot by using electricity streams and syncing it with the music so that it can deliver maximum output. If you fail in doing so, the robots are in great danger of being destroyed. League of Legends: Wild Rift is an upcoming multiplayer online battle arena video game developed and published by Riot Games for Android, iOS and consoles. The game is an abridged version of its PC counterpart, League of Legends. Like League of Legends, players assume the role of an unseen summoner that controls a champion with unique abilities in battle against a team of other players or computer-controlled champions. The goal is usually to destroy the opposing team's nexus, a structure that lies at the heart of a base protected by defensive structures, although other distinct game modes exist as well. Legends of Runeterra is a free-to-play digital collectible card game developed and published by Riot Games. It released on April 29, 2020 for Microsoft Windows, Android, and iOS. The game was released in open beta for Microsoft Windows on January 24, 2020. It exists in the same universe as League of Legends, a multiplayer online battle arena game by Riot. Levelhead is an imaginative platformer for 1-4 players. Run, hop, and twist up the professional bureaucracy of the Levelhead division in the single-player crusade. Investigate new components for your own one-of-a-kind level-building workshop. At that point, manufacture and distribute levels for the remainder of the world to play. In the wake of last year's announcement for Diablo Immortal, it was clear the mobile gaming scene was ripe for a quality ARPG release, and Grinding Gear Games has just swept into announced Path of Exile Mobile. The title is being developed in-house, and the developers say this mobile version will buck the platform's bullshit trends, which plays directly into Blizzard's snafu last year. Amazingly, Grinding Gear Games is very aware of mobile gaming's downsides, and so has gone out of its way to release a trailer that states the company is concentrating its efforts on making a good game that avoids the evil garbage mobile games are known for. Plants vs. Zombies is a tower defense and strategy video game developed and originally published by PodCap Games for Windows and OS X in May 2009, and ported to consoles, handhelds, and mobile devices, and in remastered versions for personal computers. In Plants vs. Zombies, the player takes the role of a homeowner in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. To defend their home from zombies, some of which have unique abilities, the player uses plants that can fire projectiles at, or have other detrimental effects on, the horde of advancing zombies. The player collects sun with which defending plants can be bought. Zombies approach along several parallel lanes on the lawn, and the player must plan defenses in these lanes. If a zombie makes it to the house on any lane, the level is over. An upcoming mobile game for Android and iOS, as part of the Pokémon series. It is being developed by Japanese studio Select Button, with assistance by Pokémon Go developer Niantic. and published by the Pokémon Company. It was announced on May 28, 2019 by Tsunkazu Ishihara, CEO of the Pokémon Company, during a press conference held in Tokyo as well as on the company's official Twitter page. The game is planned to be released in 2020. In Project Cars Go, as you race through tracks and genuine vehicles, your driving experience is boundless to play with nearly anything you can dream of. Any racetrack matched up with any vehicle. This game makes racing delightfully intended for you race fans. RuneScape 3 is a dream enormously multiplayer online role-playing game, _spell_merc_, created and distributed by Jagex, first discharged in January 2001. RuneScape was initially a browser game worked with the Java programming language. The game has had more than 200 million records made and is perceived by the Guinness World Records as the world's biggest and most refreshed free_spell_merc_. Work out your strategy for classic capture the flag or go in all guns blazing in team deathmatch. With intense multiplayer maps and modes, Shadowgun War Games is the best PvP experience on mobile. Tactical first-person shooter action shooter with outstanding graphics, customizable controls, plus voice and text chat. Sky, Children of the Light is a social indie adventure game developed and published by Top20 Company. It was first released for iOS on July 18, 2019. An Android version was later released on April 7, 2020, with a Nintendo Switch version to soon follow in summer of 2020. Stranger Things 3. The game is the official companion game to Season 3 of the hit original series. Play through familiar events from the series while also uncovering never-before-seen quests, character interactions, and secrets. Super Meat Boy Forever is an upcoming independent video game developed by Team Meat for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, iOS, Android, Microsoft Windows, and Linux. Originally planned as a mobile-only version of Super Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy Forever was gradually developed into a full-fledged sequel featuring a new control scheme and randomly generated levels.